All right, guys. Wanted to give you an update on the severe weather that is rolling through. Of course, you can always check in at KOAM. Sam Lane's there, and I think Chris Warner is also already in with these showers and thunderstorms rotating through. We are getting some intense storms. It's very windy outside. If you have not been outside or if you can't hear it, it's super windy across the region. And that's what we're going to have as we go through the rest of the overnight hours for us tonight. But we got this band of showers and thunderstorms which are pushing through. You can see the backside, the calm ahead, back through central Kansas. And then we've had decently intense line of showers and thunderstorms. They have broken up a bit over the past couple hours, but we do have a tornado warning. This is Ottawa County. So we're looking just south of Miami. Here's Fairland. So you can kind of see a little bit of a curvature here. See how the cell kind of drops southwest, turns southeast, back to southwest. So on this back side here, just north of Fairland, we're getting a little bit of rotation. Not a ton, but a little bit of rotation. So that's something that we got to keep our eyes on as we go through the rest of the overnight hours for us tonight. Let's look around here. Okay, we got a pretty good line from just west of Iola, Chanute, Fredonia. Um, and then these storms here in Cherokee County are picking up just a little bit, just to the southwest of Columbus, just to the east of Chatopa. All these are racing northeast. I mean, these guys are moving. They're moving at about 50 to 55, upwards of 60 miles per hour. So this cluster here is going to push into the metro here in about 30 minutes. We do have the tornado warning in Ottawa County. There is nothing on the ground. This is a radar indicated tornado, um, meaning we're seeing low level rotation on the radar, but we don't have anything confirmed that it's on the ground. But you can see this pushing off toward the north and to the east. So if you do live in Ottawa County, I would take shelter just to be safe, of course. And then we have a severe thunderstorm warning northern parts of Ottawa County, Cherokee County, and then into the metro as all these storms start to push in. So these are racing northeast at about 55 to 60 miles per hour. So this cluster where the tornado warning is will affect downstream Casino here in about 15 minutes, and then it's going to push into the metro. Again, right now, I'm not seeing anything on the ground. I'm seeing a radar indicated rotation, meaning it could drop a tornado and it may have a tornado because it's dark outside, but we're not seeing anything on the ground with radar. So that's good. But we want to be very cautious across Ottawa County as this continues to push off toward the northeast. Everybody else, you can see these guys southeastern Kansas are flaring up. So these are strengthening. These are going to push northeast. So these will clip the south side of Pittsburgh. This was a pretty intense line earlier. It's still intense, but it's not severe worthy. It is staying just below severe limits across the region. Let me see here. Okay, got it, got it. Yeah, the wind's crazy, guys. Yeah, I mean, the wind is moving. Let's see, Amy. Amy's at downstream. Hey, I'm watching it, so we're gonna watch this. And again, right now, I don't see anything on the ground. Let me do this here. Let me plug into one thing here. Let's see what we get. Give me a second. Let's see. I've got messages coming in. Yes, Britt, I got you. Okay, let me check one thing here. Let me pull up one thing and then we'll get back to it. So give me 1 second here. Man, the winds are moving. Yes, updated password. Give me 1 second. I want to look at one thing here. And then we'll get back to it. I got to pull up a couple chat rooms. Let's see. We're going to pull up Tulsa. We're going to pull up Springfield. And then we'll go back through everything. Where you at, Springfield? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Springfield, Springfield, Springfield. There you are. Okay. Okay. Britt, Sam and Chris should be on. So they better be on. So we're going to find out. I know you're watching the stream, so they better be on. I've been texting with them. And so I'm mass communicating here. Let me make sure he is on. So you guys can always check with Sam Lane. He's at the station, him and Chris Warner. Let me send him a text. Okay, let's go through this. Let's see what's going on. Okay, pretty intense line. Showers and thunderstorms just below severe limits. These are just to the west of Iola. Chanute, these guys are rocketing off toward the northeast at about 55 to 60 miles per hour. So these are going to affect areas north of Fort Scott. Everything else is just kind of moderate showers and thunderstorms until you get in southeastern parts of Cherokee County, just to the west of Baxter Springs. This guy is flared up. So this is why we have a severe thunderstorm warning for the metro. These are winds at 60, even without the storms. We're getting winds at 50. So we're getting winds at 60 miles per hour and quarter-size hail within these storms. Geez. Britt, I'm on it. Okay. And then we got this cluster, northeastern parts of Ottawa County. So this is what has fired off the tornado warning. The signature is not near as strong as what it just had 4 or 5 minutes ago. The rotation was actually on the back side of this cell, which is kind of atypical. We usually see it on the front side of the cell, but it was on the back side of this cell. So it's kind of just to the north of Wyandotte, racing northeast at 55 to 60 miles per hour. So this is going to be a downstream here in about 10 minutes and then push into the metro. As of right now, the tornado warning is not going to be carried forward unless if this storm recycles and can put something down meaningful. But right now, it is not going to carry that. Let me see the latest here. Severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag in Cherokee County. Let me look at the Tulsa office. Okay, yeah. So I'm not seeing thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. So these are all radar indicated tornadoes. But let's go ahead and look at this again. So it's on the back side. So it's right in here, just to the northeast of Fairland, just to the east of Miami. That's where our rotation would be. But again, it's not holding a good rotation. So I'm not overly concerned about this. But yeah, we're going into that time of the year. We got to pay attention, of course, especially if we have a tornado warning. All right, all this other mess out across southwestern Missouri, this is just moderate showers, moderate thunderstorms. I really think overall tonight our severe threat's not that bad. We just got to get through this little line as it pushes through, and then things are really going to calm down here pretty quick. Let's go into northeastern parts of Oklahoma. You can see south of Jay, a pretty intense storm. Ooh, that was a good zoom in. Siloam Springs, all the way back to Tahlequah. Pretty intense line. These are going to work into Benton County. That's why there is a severe thunderstorm warning for Benton County, Fayetteville, Springdale, Bentonville, and then eventually these will get into southern parts of McDonald County in about 15 to 20 minutes. I want to see if I see anything on this tornado warning. There's no chasers on a tornado. I can tell you that. This is strictly radar indicated. Rotation is a weekend. I don't think that they are going to continue this tornado warning. It's just too weak. So that's good news. This is good news, guys. But again, the rotation is, let's go right in here. So here's Wyandotte, here's High Winds Casino. So it's really right on top of High Winds Casino, racing northeast, 55 to 60. You can see the warning. It's this red box. It goes to the state line of Kansas and the state line of Missouri. So downstream's technically in the tornado warning. I just don't think this is going to be continued. I really don't. But this is an intense storm, and it is going to move into the metro. So, I mean, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning. It's right on the doorstep of Seneca. Obviously, we want to be safe. So, if you live in northeastern parts of Ottawa County, so let's zoom in here. So, we're looking high winds, Quapaw, really up to where Pitcher was, Commerce. You want to go ahead and take shelter. Even if you live in Loma Linda, I probably would take shelter as well. I just don't think this tornado warning is going to be continued, though. I'm going to be real honest with you. You guys know me. I've been here a long time. I will shoot you straight. So we're going to watch it. But severe thunderstorm warnings continue into northern parts of Newton County, Jasper County. You can see this guy's really flared up. So this is Cherokee County. So Columbus to Weir to Pittsburgh. That is really flared up over the past 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm going to check. Come on, Sammy. Please tell me you're on air. Okay. Chris and Sam are tag team. Great. Thanks, Britt. Okay, so we got this line just to the west of Weir to Columbus, and it's got some weird little signatures to it. I mean, when you get these little couplets right on top of Mineral, just to the east of Columbus, just to the north of Baxter. That is actually kind of like mid-level rotation. So we just want to watch it. All right, tornado warning has been dropped here in Ottawa County. You can see there's no red box. So the rotation was just to the south of Quapaw, and this has weakened enough, which is great. So as this rolls into the metro, we are not dealing with a tornado warning at this point in time. But again, these are intense storms. We're looking mainly Pittsburgh, over to Jasper, Carthage, Neosho, Joplin. This intense little line here is going to push in. Right now, we're getting winds at 60 to 65, some quarter size hail, which can do some damage. But at least, thankfully, right now, the tornado signature is gone, which is great. All right. Thank you, Sam. You got back to me, buddy. So Sam and Chris Warner, they are on KOAM and Fox 14. If you want to tune in with them, they're doing live coverage of these storms. Of course, I didn't plan on doing live coverage. I was just going to do a video, and then this kind of flared up on me. So that's what we're watching. But I want to keep you guys informed as well. But yeah, I just want to make sure you guys know Sam Lane, Chris Warner, they are freaking on top of it. What just dropped? At work at KOAM. Make sure you always follow the KOAM Skywatch Weather app and the KOAM Plus app on Roku. So there's multiple ways you can find out. All right, let's look at this line. Siloam Springs. So this goes just to the north of Westville. This is pushing into Benton County now. So this is an intense little line. You can see it has a little bow to it. So when you like a bow and arrow, see how it kind of flexes out here. So that's usually a push of winds of about 70 miles per hour. So if you live in Benton County, you want to watch out for that. All right, where our storm was that had the tornado warning is significantly weakened. You can see it from Seneca back to Grove. This is great. We don't want a tornado warned cell rolling into the metro. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning, winds at 60, quarter size hail, but this storm has significantly weakened, which is great news. All right, let's go up to Pittsburgh. So we're looking 69 highway to Columbus. You can see the yellow boxes. These are severe thunderstorm warnings. It includes eastern Cherokee County into northern parts of Jasper County. You can see actually the town of Jasper itself and Carthage. So this is right on top of Baxter. It's going to push into Galena on the west side of Joplin here in about the next 10 minutes. So from Maiden Lane west here in the next 10 minutes. But again, this storm has greatly weakened, which is fantastic news. Let's see here. Let's go look at some of your comments. Let's see. KMS, Bismarck. What about Siloam Springs? There's an intense storm on top of Siloam Springs. There's nothing tornadic right now, which is good, but winds at 60 to 70 miles per hour. Let's see. Kim says wind has really picked up in the northwest part of Cherokee County. Yeah, I expect that for sure. When I look through these comments, let me move the radar here just a bit, just so you guys can see it. All right, so we're looking at that main line. All right, let's go back through a few of these. Sirens already quit in Miami. That's great, Jen. Diamond, sirens going off, question mark. So, Joni, I think you're asking me, are they going to go off? I don't think they will, unless it's something regenerates here, but I'm pretty confident. Heather said sirens were going off in Commerce. Yes. That warning has been dropped now, which is great. So let's hope that continues. But again, want to make sure you guys know full coverage going on KOAM News, Channel 7, Fox 14, Sam Lane's in, Chris Warner, our morning guys in. So they're on top of it, just tearing it apart right now. I've been kind of texting back and forth. All right, let's go back in. Let's zoom in. Let's take a tour. Here's Pittsburgh, 69 to Weir, where you see the reds and the kind of orange. That is showing us the more intense storms across the region. So Pittsburgh, Weir to Columbus. We're not getting a whole bunch of hail in these storms. I thought the hail would be a little bit bigger, which roofing companies like. I get it. But it's actually kind of shrunk down just a bit. All right, so this sells right on top of downstream Casino, Loma Linda. So here's I-44, so downstream Loma Linda, the truck stop up to Mercy, and then all the way up to Rangeline. So if you live in Joplin, it's going to get kind of crazy here over about the next 10 minutes. This storm continues eastern part or western parts of Newton County. So we're looking at Seneca. Eventually we'll get into Neosho. We can go a little bit farther south. Here's Fairland, Veneta, Grove, all showers and thunderstorms. Pretty intense little line here, which is pushed in right through Siloam Springs. So the winds have been up to 60 to 70 miles per hour. Let me see if I see anything on the chat line of anything that is concerning. Nope, not concerning. Nope, I don't care about that. Let's go back here. Okay, so yeah, I feel pretty good about this. I mean, it's February, guys. We shouldn't be dealing with this, but pretty intense. So we're looking at Decatur, Siloam Springs. You see here's Fayetteville, Springdale, Bentonville. And these storms are going to rock right through northwestern Arkansas here over the next 10 to 20 minutes. Let's go a little bit farther toward the north, continue our tour. Pretty good storm, western parts of Newton County here. So here's Neosho, Seneca, but this storm is greatly weakened. But we still have severe thunderstorm warning. So winds near 60. We're getting some quarter-size hail. All right, let's go a little bit farther toward the north. Pretty intense cell here, and this is why we're warranting a severe thunderstorm warning. Scamming. So here's 69, right into the bypass loop of Pittsburgh. Pretty intense. So if you live in Pittsburgh, it's going to get a little rocky here over the next 20 minutes. But again, nothing we can't handle. We got this. This is piece of cake, guys. This is piece of cake. So you guys know me. I will shoot you straight. If I am concerned, I will let you know. I am not concerned. Here's Iola up to Garnett. Pretty good line of showers and thunderstorms. These extend on the west side of the Kansas City Metro. So we are looking Lawrence, up toward Atchison, all severe thunderstorm warning. And again, see how it has this curvature here? It's that bow and arrow effect. So it's that bow echo. Makes sense, doesn't it? Bow echo. So bow and arrow, it bows out, you get winds of 70 to 75 miles per hour. All right, so let's continue this little tour. Let's see. I'll zoom way out here. And then there's the back edge, the comma head, just to the east of Hayes. All right, new tornado warning there. Let's take a look. All right, so again, we're talking about the bowing. So they call these QLCSs, quasi-linear. So these are the better term for this is small spin up little tornadoes. But when we get these bowing like this, again, a bowing arrow, we get winds of 60 to 70, but every now and then we'll get little spin up tornadoes along these lines. So that's what we're seeing here. Nothing big, but it is a tornado warning. Let me look at the latest here. Okay. It's radar indicated. Okay. But Fort Smith, I mean, it's going to rock and roll here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So we want to watch these little bowing structures. And you can see there's another one here just to the east of Siloam Springs. No tornado warning, but a severe thunderstorm warning. But you can see that bowing echo. So the bow and arrow. Now the storms, the Joplin Metro, these have greatly weakened, and this is great news for us. So Seneca up to the south side of Joplin, we are seeing the heavy rain. So Loma Linda, you're getting very heavy amounts of rain right now, and is going to push over toward Mercy Hospital, and then eventually to the range line exit. But again, nothing severe. Well, let me take that back. Nothing tornadic. It's right at severe limits with winds at 60 and quarter size hail. All right, let's go a little bit farther toward the north. There's a pretty good structure. And again, we have this bow and arrow type shape. So this is Pittsburgh. Now, very intense rain along 69 highway. And then, oh gosh, is it 126 that goes Pittsburgh for, over toward Lamar? I think it is. Could be wrong. This is going to affect Asbury here pretty quick. You can see it's going to clip Carl Junction. The Joplin Metro is actually going to kind of skirt around the biggest storms here. Okay, let's look back at a few more of your comments and then we'll do some more touring here. Let me zoom up here. Hey, John, what's up, man? Morning to you too, buddy. Yeah, Nicholas, there was a tornado warning for Ottawa. It has been dropped. Um, See, Joni, yeah, the winds are crazy. I live in Orinoco. Well, I have a Web City address, but I can throw a rock and hit the Orinoco water tower. So I don't know. But yeah, it's super windy here. Winds have been 50 to 55. I have one of those like little heater things on our back porch, the propane heaters, and it went over. I heard it about 30 minutes ago. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to have that stress. All right, Jen, Sirens already quit in Miami. That's great. Diane, winds are picking up in Anderson. Yeah, everybody's really talking about the winds. All right, so let's do another little bit of a tour here. I'm getting kind of tired. It's late. All right, let's go. We'll start from north to south. Okay. Severe thunderstorm warnings west side of Kansas City. I know I'm going a little bit wider than my typical viewing area. It's because I'm doing a weather savants and I have to cover a bigger area. So I just give you a heads up. I'll cover everything. um, Severe thunderstorm warning just to the east of Topeka, so just to the west of Lawrence, Tonganoxie. These are racing northeast at 55 miles per hour. Another pretty intense line. So now we're getting into southeastern Kansas, Garnett to Iola. Um, Winds are at about 55 with these, but you can see a lot of lightning, very heavy amounts of rain. Let's go a little bit farther south. Severe thunderstorm warning. So we're looking Pittsburgh south. This storm has weakened just a bit as I keep watching this. So this is right along 69 highway. And then is it 160 that goes over to Lamar? Is it 126? I think it's 160. Somebody's going to have to correct me here. From Pittsburgh to Lamar. But you can still see it has a little bit of a curvature, so a little bit of a bow and arrow effect. So we're getting winds kind of gusting ahead of it, 60 to 70 miles per hour. That's what's warranting the severe thunderstorm warning. Nothing tornadic. All right, let's get a little bit farther south. Joplin, rain really picking up on the west side of the city. So here's Galena, here's downtown Joplin. So in between Galena and Joplin, so Maiden Lane, Schifferdecker. We're seeing the very heavy amounts of rain continuing south. Low Melinda. Let's see here. We'll go into Newton County. Here's Neosho. Here's Seneca. So pretty intense rain from Seneca to the south side of Joplin. So Diamond, Neosho. You guys are going to get into the action here pretty quick. Very intense rain. Let's go a little bit farther toward the south. Southern parts of McDonald County also kind of intense. Not super intense, but it's kind of intense. Here's Pineville, here's Anderson. So this is racing northeast. So this is going to affect the eastern part of McDonald County and eventually get into Berry County, Cassville, Eagle Rock, all the way up toward Monette, Stella, Aurora. This line will start to affect you. You can really see the bowing here. So this is now through Siloam Springs. So the heaviest intense winds are going to be, if you look right here, right on the backside of the bow. So Cave Springs, you guys are really going to get some intense winds here as we go through the next 10 to 15 minutes. Let's go a little bit farther south. We had a tornado warning. We still have a tornado warning. This is on the west side of the Fort Smith metro area, and this is also kind of a bowing feature. And I wonder where. Let's figure this out. Might as well. Let's see where we are seeing some rotation. Let's go to. Okay. So we're seeing a little bit. Ah, people. Hang with me. Hey man, I'm live right now. I'm doing a video. Will you guys get off Max too? Yeah. uh, have you been doing cut-ins?
Yeah, we've been doing cut-ins. We just did a real long one just now. We talked about the damage. We had the phoner with Chloe.
Wait, what damage have we had?
We had at 4th and Ozark, a utility pole went down. We had a tree that went down at Elm and Grand and Carthage, and that was even non-thunderstorm. That was just from the strong winds out ahead of the storm. We're getting reports of close to 60-mile-an-hour winds reported in Chanute. So we're just kind of keeping up. We're trying to keep track of all the damage reports coming in.
Okay.
But that's what we have so far.
Cool, man. Well, I'm streaming live, but I've been telling everybody that you and Chris are kind of on air. In fact, you're on my stream right now, just so you know. But I've been telling everybody you guys are manning the ship. So
yes, you're handling the online stuff, and we're handling the on-air stuff. So
cool, man.
covered. If they're watching us on their television or if they're watching us on their phone, hopefully they are.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to keep everybody advised.
All right, buddy. Keep at it.
All right, thank you. Have a great morning.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so that was Sam Lane. I got to make sure he's on air, of course. All right, so let's take a little tour again. We still have severe thunderstorm warning, so this is eastern parts of oh gosh, my brain, Cherokee County and Crawford County, and then into Barton County, northern parts of Jasper County. This storm is really weakened, so we're looking liberal to Pittsburgh, to the west of Jasper. We had a pretty good bow echo with this, but this storm is weakened. Like if I go back, let's say, I mean, because these things are booking. So you can see it was pretty intense moving into Pittsburgh, and now it's lost a little bit of its severe thunderstorm like structure. All right, let's go into the Joplin Metro. Of course, the winds are moving. Everybody's got winds at 50 to 60. A pretty good complex right on top of Joplin. So we are looking from downtown, and we're looking on the south side of I-44, a pretty good cell. This goes into Newton County, so this stretches just to the northwest of Neosho back towards Seneca. Again, these are severe thunderstorm warnings, clocking winds at 60, quarter-size hail, but we aren't seeing anything tornadic right now, which is great because this cell, as it moved into the metro, if you've been watching this stream for a while, we did have a tornado warning on it. We don't at this point in time, which is great. Let's go a little bit farther south. We're looking into Mack County, McDonald County. So we're looking Pineville, and then right where my cursor is, that's Anderson, and then up to Goodman. So this is pretty intense cell, and this is moving northeast at 60. This thing is booking. So eastern parts of Mack County into western parts of Berry County. You guys are going to get into the action here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. All these cells are clocking winds at 60 and upwards to quarter size hail, which is about nickel size. Let's go a little bit farther south. Benton County is getting rocked right now. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. You can see the bow structure, bow and arrow. So you get the real intense winds kind of pushing this storm out. So that's why you get that bow and arrow kind of effect. So this is pushing right into very populated area, Bentonville, Springdale, Bella Vista, so that entire area. And then if we track a little bit farther south, we still have a tornado warning, also a Boeing feature. So this, just looking at the radar, so these are QLCSs, meaning in a sense, small spin up little tornadoes. But just looking at the radar without going to velocity, I would say it is right in here, just to the east of, I'm going to say it's Belfonte, Belfont, one of those. All right, so that's kind of what's going on right now. Nothing too intense, but I mean, it's February. It's pretty good storms. Let me look back through some of your guys' comments here. Dun, dun, dun. Everybody's talking about the wind. Let's see here. Southwest Mosey. Will the snow on Friday be our last? I don't think that will be our last. I think we're going to get a couple snows into March. I haven't looked at it much today. I didn't work today. I do work all week, but we're going to dig into that once we get through this. Let's see. Pam, it doesn't sound good in Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's loud, but it's fine. We got it. I mean, come on. We're the four-state area. We got this. All right. Rain and wind crazy in Pittsburgh right now. Alice says, busy mom 4KC. I didn't get a notification of the live chat. Yeah, I didn't even plan on streaming. It just kind of happened. I was doing a video and then that tornado warning popped up. So that's how I ended up streaming. I didn't, it was unplanned. All right, severe thunderstorm warning for Carthage, Lemonade. Yes, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in Carthage. Winds at 60, quarter size hail. Austin, no, we do not have a tornado warning in the Joplin area. We don't have any tornado warnings in the four-state area right now. And remember, Sam Lane, Chris Warner, they're rocking this out on KOM, Channel 7, and also Fox 14. So if you don't want to listen to me, you can listen to them. All right, so let me go a little bit farther south here on these comments. Where was that comment? Because I started reading that, and that was kind of interesting. Um, Carol Clark, no. If you guys have watched me for 20 years, I never stir up any. I don't hype storms. I don't do any of that. I'm very straight shooter, and I will tell you guys straight up if I'm worried about something, and I am not worried about this right now. Okay, Miami, Oklahoma, Maggie. Yeah, just showers and thunderstorms from this point on. We still have some severe thunderstorm warnings that are out there. Let's see. Scary looking clouds. I'm reading through comments here. Let's see. Busy Mom said Sam and Chris are on right now. Great. That makes my life a whole bunch better. All right. Ooh, what's this? Some power outages near Carthage and Carl Junction. Okay. All right. So we are getting some damage, mainly wind damage. Let's go back. Let's do a little bit of a tour again. Let's look at these most intense storms. We're going to start north and we're going to drop south. Very intense, severe thunderstorm warnings, winds at 65, moving into Atchison, just to the west of Leavenworth, Lawrence, Kansas, and then pushing into the Kansas City metro. Let's go a little bit farther south. Here's a little cluster. So this is Garnett to Iola. This is racing northeast at 55 to 60 miles per hour. So this is going to stay north of Fort Scott. All right, Fort Scott, Nevada, Sheldon, Pittsburgh, just good old showers and thunderstorms. We do still have a severe thunderstorm warning for this cluster of the cell east of Pittsburgh. The radar signatures say this is greatly weakened. So, I mean, we're looking at winds at 50, 55. I mean, we can handle that. But yeah, I-49 Jasper to Lamar is going to get rocking here in about 10 minutes. All right, Joplin, it's been very loud. It's been raining. It's been heavy. You see how we're starting to get another bow and arrow structure east of Joplin. So this cell's trying to come back together. So we're looking from Orinoco. Let me look outside. It's not bad. Jeez. Okay, Orinoco, Web City. But you see this little bow structure. So this may be trying to cycle and become a stronger storm. So let's watch this as it pushes into Carthage, Fidelity, Diamond, Sarcoxy. Let's see what this guy does. Let's see if he intensifies a little bit. Okay, I hear you. Okay, Mother Nature, she's trying to show her muscle. All right, let's go a little bit farther south. So Diamond, so this is moving into Neosho right now. Crowder College, Goodman, so intense, winds at 60. Uh, we're getting some quarter size hail. All right, McDonald County. So the worst is past I 49 now. So it's to the east of I 49. So we're looking on the eastern end of McDonald County. This goes from Pineville, Bella Vista, Bentonville, just getting smacked right now. And this is going to move into western parts of Berry County. So let's go a little bit farther south. So Bentonville, Springdale, Rogers, you guys are all getting smacked. And then we've had a tornado warning down here. Again, you see that bow structure. So so this spring is gonna rock. I mean, like it's gonna move. We're gonna have a lot of severe weather, and these are gonna be very distinctive severe weather outbreaks, and we're gonna have a lot of these little QLCSs or small spin up tornadoes. I'm kind of glad this is happening in February because it gets us prepared for April and May because April is really going to rock. I mean, it's really going to move, um, especially the first half of April. All right, so you see this little bow structure. So we're looking Fort Smith, going right through Fort Smith, and we still have a tornado warning for a little spin up tornado on the north side of Fort Smith, Arkansas. All right, so let's zoom out a little bit. You can kind of see this whole little cluster. And you can see it kind of looks like the deeper reds kind of looks like a snake. And it's because we're getting all these little bow echoes. So you can see it kind of curves in, curves out, curves in, curves out, all the way to Fort Smith. So from Joplin, Fort Smith. This is the most intense line. So this will start to affect like Springfield here in about 30 to 40 minutes. Let me go back to some more little comments here and see what you guys are doing on a Sunday night. All right. Petro got nailed, Trevor said. Um, let's see. Melissa, Joplin's looking much better now. The heaviest is off toward the east of Joplin. Let's see here. Let's see. Kirby, can you give us some info on Grab It, Bentonville? Okay. So, yeah, Grab It, Bentonville. You guys are just getting rocked right now. Give it 5 or 10 minutes and we'll push through. All right, still seeing power outages from Carl Junction over toward Carthage. Let's see here. Everybody says the wind is crazy. Of course, yeah, the wind is moving. Um, Naomi, I'm in Orinoco or Web City, whatever you want to call it. Um, yeah, we got a pretty good storm, but yeah, we're fine. It's a piece of cake. We got this. Piece of cake. Web City High School is crazy. Power is out on the south side of Neosho, says Allie. Um, Hillary says Neosho's starting to get a little bit exciting. All right, so let's go back. We'll do some more touring. Again, I wasn't even planning on doing a live video. This just kind of, I was, you know, I was just taping a video and I saw a tornado warning pop up and I was like, okay, here we go. Remember Sam Lane, Chris Warner, they're my boys. They're at work. They got this. So they're doing the TV side, trying to push out stuff to social media as well. Usually, oh, just so you guys know, usually because we're going into the spring, when I'm at work, we're going to be streaming on the KOAM YouTube. I'm on my YouTube right now because I didn't want to. If Sam or Chris, geez, it's windy. If Sam or Chris were going to do YouTube, I didn't we can't be doing it at the same time. So that's why I got on my YouTube. But just know for the spring, if we're at work, when shit's hitting the fan, of course, we're going to be on the KOM YouTube. All right, so let's take another tour. So here's Nevada, pretty intense storms, very windy. So this line's got a tremendous wind gust. So you can see it just to the west of Lamar. This is booking northeast. at 55 to 60 miles per hour. If you live in Pittsburgh, the worst is past you. Here's I-49. So Jasper, you're getting into the action. Carthage, Oronogo, Webb City, you're moving right now. It's windy, it's raining. I can hear it. Um, and then if you live in Joplin, the worst is past you to the east. So we're kind of looking I-49, Carthage South, Sarcoxy it's really going to get moving here. Diamond, Neosho, Crowder. I mean, it's pretty intense. Again, these are severe thunderstorm warnings, winds at 60, but overall, these have been weakening. All right, so we have another severe thunderstorm warning. This is Benton County, so we're looking at Bentonville, Rogers, up to Bella Vista. You can also see it has that bow and arrow little look to it. So we're getting intense winds at 65 to 70. Let me chat. Let me look at chat here. Make sure nothing new has come out. Okay, good. Bentonville, Arkansas is getting winds pushing 60. So that's about it. These are overall, these are going to be weakening, guys. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's see. The tower cam in Joplin is rocking. I bet it is. Um, Crystal, is Miami in the clear? Well, let's take a look. Um, Showers and thunderstorms are going to continue, guys, for the next few hours. But severe threat, yeah. If you live in Kansas or Oklahoma, your severe threat is done. Okay, we are only watching this line in southwestern Missouri into northwest Arkansas. But again, the overall trend here is weakening. I I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth, but I'm hoping I don't see any more tornado warnings. But yeah, the heaviest is southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas. If you live in Oklahoma or Kansas, you guys are good to go. Go to bed. Do it. Let's see here. Looking through comments. Um, Stephanie, she's talking about Pineville, Missouri. Yeah, you guys, the worst is just to the east of you. Britt says we are seeing some damage for Joplin. I think we have seen a little bit again. I just talked to Sam here a bit ago. Again, Sam and Chris Warner are rocking it out on the KOAM and Fox 14 side. Again, I don't know if they're streaming on the KOAM YouTube. I hope they are. If they are not, we're going to have a talk tomorrow, but that's why I'm on my YouTube because I don't want to cross those paths. But again, remember, severe weather. We are going to stream on the KOM YouTube. Okay, let's see. Carmen said, Britt, fourth and Ozark. Um, I guess I know we're getting some wind reports in, so we do have some power outages, just mainly due to the wind. So that's what we're kind of watching right now. But Britt, I see you. If you see anything pop up, let me know. Britt's my boss, just so you guys know. So, she's the one who tries to keep me in line, which is hard to do. Okay, Ryan, Carmen. Let's see. Thank you, Doug. Okay, da, da, da. All right, let's tour again. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we're going to start north. So from what I gathered from those comments, we are seeing some damage, mainly from wind, not from hail, not from tornado, but mainly straight line winds. So we are getting some damage of some power outages and, just normal windy stuff. Okay, so still severe thunderstorm warnings on the northwest side of the Kansas City Metro, Leavenworth, over to Parkville. That's where I grew up, over toward Park Hill. So those storms racing northeast. We still have a pretty good cluster just to the east of Garnett. So we are looking now I-49 from Butler to Rich Hill to Nevada. Still pretty intense. These are right below severe limits though. So this is good news, guys. I mean, the overall trend is weakening. All right, pretty intense once you get to Liberal. Here's Lamar. So 160, which is the cross road. Then you got 49 this way. So just to the west of Lamar, over toward Jasper, it's moving pretty good. Carthage. Now the worst is out of the most of Joplin. Carl Junction, Webb City, Oronogo. Here's Webb City High School, Dunawig. Things are calming down. It's still raining. It's still windy, but the worst is just to the east. You can see where the brighter reds are. Fidelity over toward Diamond, just to the west of Sarcoxy. If you live in Sarcoxy, things are going to get rocking here pretty quick. All right, Neosho still taking intense rain bands down towards Stella. Now this is pushing into western parts of Berry County. So, from Seligman to Washburn to Cassville to Eagle Rock, those are going to be the areas that really get hit. Benton County, it looks like the most intense is east of where most of the population is. This is hitting Beaver Lake now. So, very intense rain. And then this continues through northwest Arkansas. We had a tornado warning on this part of the bow, but that has recently been dropped. So we do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings, but overall, things are looking better. Throat hurts. All right, things are looking better. Kansas, Oklahoma side. Of course, we have showers. We got thunderstorms, but nothing severe. Overall, this is looking really good. This is looking much, much better. Okay, let me look through some more comments here. All right. I don't know how to say your name. Shamus? Shamus? Schamus. Last time KOAM YouTube page was 4 hours ago. Thank you for letting me know. That is something I need to definitely know because I want to make sure as a team we're really good going into severe weather season. Okay. Let's see here. Robbie, he's back. He's grabbing a beer. I've been drinking whiskey all night. Let's see here. Sipping. Sipping. Much better. Let's see here. Okay. So I keep seeing some power outage reports, and this is again mainly due to the wind. Okay, Joplin, you are in the clear of the worst of the storms. Again, overall, things are looking better. You can see where the intense line is from Lamar east to Joplin, Neosho, down through Bentonville. If you live in Kansas, if you live in Oklahoma, your severe threat is gone. If you live in Arkansas, you still have a severe threat over about the next 30 minutes until it gets to about Berryville. The areas that need to watch it over the next hour, we're talking Berry County, so Eagle Rock, Cassville, the west side of Table Rock Lake, Aurora, Monette, Mount Vernon. You guys are still going to get into the action. Springfield, you're going to get into the action. If you live in Joplin, things are quieting down much faster. No severe threat in Joplin. It's done. Um, Very low severe threat once you get a little bit farther north, Lamar up toward Nevada and Stockton Lake. Let's look to the west of Kansas City. We still have those severe thunderstorm warnings. So this is Leavenworth, just to the west of Platte City. So I-29 north, just pushed through Atchison. So those are pretty good storms. Just to the west, St. Joe. So St. Joe is really going to rock here in the next 10 to 15 minutes up towards Savannah. Besides that, overall, this line is looking pretty good. I mean, we're looking better. You can still see, again, so we're going to talk about this a ton this spring, is bow echoes, like a bow and arrow. So you see this line, kind of bows out. Then you get another little bow out, and that's caused by the intense winds behind the storm pushing that line out. And it will usually give you winds gusting 60 to 70, upwards of 75 miles per hour. So that's what we're kind of seeing. These are very classic bow echoes. But again, the overall trend here is weakening, which is great. Dun, 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 dun. Let me see. Go through some more of your comments. Austin, thanks, man. We're on it. Like I said, Sam, Chris, and we may not be in the same building, but we're on it. Victoria, I'm glad I can give you emotional comfort. That's why I try to be as honest and transparent with you guys as possible. If I don't look concerned, you shouldn't be concerned. If I look concerned, we got a problem. And I don't look concerned too often. Let's see. I'm glancing through your comments, and then we'll do another little tour on the radar here. Sunday night. What else are you? So I've been watching The Last of Us. Have any of you guys seen that? That show rocks. And I haven't seen the new episode that came out tonight, so I do want to watch that. If you haven't watched The Last of Us, you gotta watch The Last of Us. Okay, Michelle, I got you. East side of Joplin. I'm going through a few more of these comments. Kristen Granby, yeah, it's rocking and rolling right now, but these are going to push right on through. It's going to be windy. You may get a little bit of small hail. Let's see, Jamie. I don't think it's going to weaken before it hits Cassville. I think it's going to be pretty intense when it hits Cassville. Nothing to be overly alarmed about. We're talking winds at 60 and quarter size hail. Let's see here. Yes, Hillary. If I'm not worried, don't be worried. Did you kick me off? Seriously? Okay, it's reconnected. Hopefully, I didn't get kicked off. We'll see. All right, let's do another little tour of everything that. Oh man, did you kick me off? I'm gonna be really mad. Oh, killing me, Smalls. All right, hang on. Get this back up. Give me a second. I gotta get. So I'm hacking into the computer system at work. All right, there we are. All right, back up and running. Okay, let's take a little bit of a tour here. Let's see what's going on. All right, Kansas City, northwest side of the metro. Still, those intense, super, pretty big line here. Really, just west of St. Joe, all the way down to Leavenworth. Getting winds at 65, moving northeast at 60, which is cruising, and quarter size hail. The rest of Kansas City, just good old showers and thunderstorms. Good old showers and thunderstorms once you get to Butler, over towards Stockton Lake, Nevada. Good old showers and thunderstorms. Lamar, I know it's loud, just good old showers and thunderstorms. Nothing severe to Jasper, to Carthage. Intense showers and thunderstorms moving into Sarcoxy, not severe, just below the severe limit. The person who asked me the Cassville question, I may have lied to you because the line has weakened just a little bit, but it's still pretty intense. So, Cassville, about 5 minutes. Things are going to get going. Purdy, Monette, Aurora, all the way down to Eagle Rock, which is where Channel Lakes is. Everybody's going to have showers and thunderstorms really increasing. Northwest Arkansas, the worst is out of Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, but still, eastern parts of Benton County getting some pretty intense storms. Right on top of Beaver Lake. Let's go a little bit farther south. Still severe thunder. Hey, look at this severe thunderstorm warning. That is one big severe thunderstorm warning. It goes from Fort Smith to the Arkansas Missouri border. That's a big warning. But again, winds are at 60, quarter size hail. So all of northwest Arkansas. A little bit more intense than what we were seeing on the Missouri side, all the way up to Kansas City. So things are getting better. So we're looking better here, guys. So this is good news. Good news. Let me go through a few more of your comments, and then I'll probably let's see. I'll probably be able to get off here, and then I'm gonna watch Sam and Chris and see how they are doing because I've got faith in those guys. Those guys are good. Um, Sam's on top of his stuff for sure. All right, cool guys. All right. If anything gets any worse, I will pop on. I will let you guys know. But again, I'm not very concerned, which means you shouldn't be concerned. Anybody can go to bed. These are going to be fine. We're going to make it. It's perfectly fine. It's a piece of cake. But yeah, I'm going to continue to watch it over the next hour or so. I'll jump back on if need be. But for now, I think we're pretty good.